Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to Thursday tryout. This is my second attempt to Thursday tryout because yesterday's video I wasn't really happy with it and I didn't want to put out a video that I wasn't fully satisfied with. So in today's Thursday tryout, I'm going to be testing out the Too Faced Natural Love palette, including the 3 new highlighters that they just recently released. So I'm going to be doing my eyes with this palette and then I'll be showing you guys a demo of the highlighters. This is the Too Faced Natural Love palette and it retails for $59 and it's actually a combination of all their natural eyeshadow palettes in one, and it includes 30 neutral eyeshadow shades. And then you have a big mirror here, which I absolutely love having a mirror in my palettes, just because if I really love a palette, I like bringing it with me when I travel, or even when I do my makeup. I just really like having the ability to like do my makeup while dipping my brush in the palette. So as you can tell, these are all pretty neutral shades. So you have some like lighter shades on this side, and then on the right side you have some darker shimmery shades. You have a mixture of some mattes and then you have shimmery shades in this palette, which I like. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids. Today I'm using my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. This is just one of my favorite primers. They come in a lot of different shades, but I feel like this is the best one because it has a neutral base, so you can really like work with your eyeshadows and make sure that they show up, and it doesn't change the color of your eyeshadows when you put them on your eyelid. And I'm just using my fingertips to blend it in. I always like to prime my eyelids prior to using any eyeshadows, so that's why I am priming my eyelids today. And I literally broke a nail right before filming this video. Like I was just spot cleaning my brushes a few minutes prior to starting this video and I broke this one. And if you're wondering what I like to use to spot clean my brushes, I use my MAC brush cleanser. This is amazing for spot cleaning. I mean, you should always clean your brushes, but if you're just spot cleaning your eyeshadow brushes, your blending brushes, your lid brushes, that is amazing. It's also lasted me a really long time. I honestly don't use it a lot, but when I want to spot clean, I go and use that. I'm going to take my Sigma E25 and I'm going to take Heaven, which is a lighter vanilla shade, and I'm just going to set my primer. I don't know what look I want to go for today, so I'm just going to play around with the palette. So I'm going to take Spotlight, actually no, I'm going to take Honey Butter and that same Sigma E25 brush. And I'm just going to dip it in and apply this on my crease. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like a chocolatey eyes and brown lips today for some reason. This is a nice transition shade and it's blending really great. When I first looked at this palette, I was kind of worried because I didn't really see a lot of transition shades, which in a palette you need to have really good transition shades to work with, you know, different eyeshadow colors on your lid. So I like the fact that they included this one, which is Honey Butter. I think I dipped in the brush like 6 times into Honey Butter because it wasn't showing up on my crease, but now you can actually see the color, which is very pretty and it blended out very well. Okay, I'm going to take Makeup and Chill, which is this dark brown shade, and I'm using the Sigma E25. And I'm also going to apply this on my outer crease. This is also a matte shade. Just gonna bring it out just a tiny bit. I'm gonna switch out my brush to my Sigma E38 and just blend this out a little bit more.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
You look so skinny.
Let me see.
You look like a little young lad.
Let me see.
Don't be mad. Wipe the ears.
Maggie boy just got a haircut. Maggie boy! Come over here, crazy boy! Oh my god, you look so handsome! I don't like them. They look like chicken legs.
It looks fancy as hell.
They look like chicken fingers. Maggie boy, you look so cute. How you feel?
You look so young now, right?
Look at her face.
He looks young and
You lost 5 years, crazy boy.
he looks slim.
Aw, he looks so cute.
So do you still say he hasn't lost any weight?
Yeah, but I still think the hair was making him look, because he had a lot of hair, so it was making him look like a little bulkier. But he looks great. I think he looks really good. I'm going to do sort of like a cut crease kind of look, so I'm going to take Soft Ochre. It's a Pro and Long Wear Paint Pot by MAC and a Sigma F75 brush. And I'm just going to carve out my lid. Okay, I think all over my lid I'm going to put Hot and Bothered, which is this really pretty coppery shade. And I'm taking this Morphe brush. It doesn't really have a number to it. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. This is a very glittery shade. Oh, this is pretty, wow. That is a very pretty color. I really like this shade, and I was a little bit worried because I already did my foundation. So the fallout, I thought it was just gonna ruin it, but I didn't have a lot of fallout. I just had a tiny bit right here, which I'm going to take a bigger brush. And I'm just gonna dust it off before it kind of like sets into my makeup. But you see, I can just dust it off. It's nothing too intense, which I liked. Okay, I wanna do a little bit, like I said, of a cut crease look. So I'm going to take a small pencil brush, Stiletto, which is this black shade right here. It's a matte black shade. I'm going to dip it in just a tiny bit. Wow, no fallout at all. No fallout, which is good. Okay, and I'm only going to work this on, basically on top of that coppery eyeshadow, just to create the effect of a cut crease look. I'm going back in with my Sigma E25 and I'm just going to blend this into my crease. Just because it looks a little harsh right now. This is the ultimate test because I feel like black eyeshadow is so hard to blend out. So if this eyeshadow blends really well, then I'm gonna be really happy with the palette. For eyeliner, I'm using my Sephora liquid eyeliner, which I've been talking about for the past few weeks. Still love it, still think it's really great. And I'm just gonna draw, I don't know, should I do dramatic or thin? I think I might do dramatic just because it goes with the entire look. And I think I'm gonna do like a sleek ponytail, so yeah, I think dramatic would be better. So while my lashes are drying, I'm just gonna go in with Fairy Tale, which is a really pretty champagne shimmery shade, and my Sigma E30 brush, and I'm just going to place this on the inner corners of my eyes. This color has a lot of fallout, but it's very pretty. So much fallout. I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my Sigma F40 brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color to my skin. Just got a little bit of mascara, so I'm trying to like rub it off with this brush. Okay, there, I think that's good. I'm thinking of what lip I want to do. I might do the dark brown one. This is the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipstick in Black Mail. Actually, I'm gonna do the other one because this one has a little bit of plum in it, and I don't want any plum. Yeah, this is much better. So I just finished doing my hair and putting on my lipstick and finishing the rest of my face. So I'm going to move on to the highlighter because that's the last step that I'm missing. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighter, and I have all 3 shades to show you guys today. So I'm just going to quickly go through them. They retail for 30 bucks each. So the first one is Blinded by the Light, and it comes in this really pretty heart-shaped packaging, and then when you open it you have a tiny mirror right here, and then this is what the highlighter looks like. I really like the texture of these highlighters. They're not very glittery, they're not super shimmery, so they don't emphasize the texture on your skin. I feel like sometimes when you have glittery highlights, they can actually emphasize the texture and your pores on your face, and it kind of doesn't look flattering. So I don't have that problem with this one. As you can tell with one swatch, I do get a lot of product, which I like. So far I haven't applied it on my face, so we shall see how it looks on my skin. Then we have You Light Up My Life, and You Light Up My Life is a straight up a gold highlight. Do you see how beautiful this is? If you have a medium to dark skin tone, you will absolutely love this. Look at that highlight. Oh my god, that is so pretty. And then the last one is Ray of Light, and Ray of Light is a straight up rose gold highlight. This one is very pretty as well. If you have medium to darker skin tone, you will really like this one as well. This is Ray of Light right here. I can't believe I broke my nail. I probably won't use this as a highlight, but I will use it as a blush topper just because it'll look so pretty above my cheeks. So yeah, I really like this one, but today I'm actually going to be using the first one, which is Blinded by the Light, because I feel like it goes more with my makeup look. So I'm just going to use my Sigma, which brush should I use for my highlight today? I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush, which is what I use to highlight my face, and I really like it. So I'm just gonna dip it in. And apply it above my cheekbones. Oh, this is very pretty. So far, I'm really liking how it's sitting on my face. I'm going to just spray my brush a little bit with some Fix Plus. I'm gonna dip it into the pan just to brighten the highlight a little bit more, just to give it that wet effect. Yeah, that's really good. That's really pretty. I really like this color. I'm gonna put some on this side. I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend it in just a tiny bit, especially on the tip of my nose. Sometimes I get a little too carried away with the highlight on my nose, but I don't care because I really like it. I actually want to layer gold right on top of it just to see how it looks. Oh yeah, that looks very pretty. So now that I'm done with my entire face, I'm going to move on to my overall thoughts on the eyeshadow palette and the highlights. So I'm going to start off with the eyeshadow palette because I was really happy and satisfied with the palette. The only thing that I want to say is that I had a little bit of a difficult time with some of the matte shades because they were a little bit more difficult to blend on the eyelids. The shimmery shades though, I do really like. They were very pigmented. Even though they had a lot of glitter in it, I didn't have a lot of fallout in my face, and I was very nervous about that because I already had my foundation and my concealer and all that good stuff on my face, so I didn't want to ruin it, but that wasn't the issue. I really like all the color ranges in this palette. The only thing I wish was that they had a little bit more of transition shade, like warmer transition shades, since they do have a lot of darker, warmer shades in this palette. But I was really happy with the black eyeshadow. You guys know how difficult it is to find a black eyeshadow that blends really well on your eyelids. This one blended really nice, and I took a risk and applied it on my crease, which is very difficult to work with. So if you do that, just start off with a little bit and then build it up to however intense you want it to look. But it blended really easily. This eyeshadow right here, Fairy Tale, which I used on the inner corners of my eyes, had the most fallout out of any eyeshadow that I used in this palette. It was very glittery, and I did have a lot on the inner corners of my eyes, but I just dusted off. It didn't ruin my foundation or anything like that, but that's something to keep in mind. So would I recommend this palette to you guys? I would, because I personally see myself using it a lot. I do love the fact that they included some lighter shades and some darker shades, so you can play around with the palette and create different looks. Too Faced always goes above and beyond with packaging. I love their packaging. It's so much fun, so girly, and very beautiful. So that's something that I never have to worry about. Too Faced definitely has one of my favorite packaging, so A+ for packaging. Okay, moving on to the highlighters, which I was so happy with. As I dipped in my brush and even my finger, I saw how creamy and pigmented it was. And I do like the fact that it's more of a powder highlight. It doesn't have a lot of shimmer. It doesn't have a lot of glitter, so it doesn't emphasize the texture on your skin or your pores. But overall, I do like the fact that it went really nice on my skin. You can build it up to be super intense. You can apply it and be very subtle with it, to wear it in the daytime, to go to school, to go to work. It's not something super intense. This was definitely my favorite shade. It's called Blinded by the Light. It's a light champagne color and it just looks so beautiful. I really like these highlights and I would 100% recommend them. I am obsessed with highlights. Honestly, I have a little stash right in front of me where I film, and I think 5 out of the 10 palettes that I have in front of me are all highlights, because you gotta have some options. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this Thursday tryout, don't forget to let me know what other products you want to see in the future, and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one very soon. Bye.